Hello dreamers, and welcome back to the Dream Queen by Perla. So we have Cancer, Leo, Cusp. Okay. I see you. Somebody, you're playing peekaboo with somebody, or somebody's playing peekaboo with you. Uh Now, again, these are general readings, so it doesn't necessarily have to be somebody in love. This can be like you and spirit, right? Playing peekaboo, or like you and your guides and angels, whatever it is that you believe in, playing peekaboo, right? Where there is a sense of somebody wanting an answer, wanting a decision or a confirmation for something now, and it's like, you may be asking for clarity on something, right? And it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and spirit wakes you up at 1:45 a.m. and leads you to meditation. You're just like, I don't want to meditate at 1:45 in the morning. I want to sleep. And you ignore it, and you ignore it. So then you try to meditate again at 6 o'clock in the morning, and you got nothing. And then the next day, again, spirit wakes you up in the middle of the night, and you ignore it. And then you try again, and it's like almost like this trying to catch each other, and not really listening. So if you wake up in the middle of the night and you have this very heavy incline to meditate, or that is inclined to just stare at the wall and just kind of like breathe or whatever it is, do so, because whatever it is that you are, and it can be vice versa, right? You may be meditating late at night or in the middle of the night, and your answer is coming during the day, and you're choosing to ignore it because you're watching a TV show and you don't want to pause it for 5 minutes to meditate. That type of energy. If it is not a direct peekaboo game with spirit, this may be a peekaboo game with someone, where the two of you just kind of keep on missing each other. Like somebody will text you, you text them back, or by the time you see the text, it's like 6 hours later, and then by the time they text you back, it's like 6 hours later. And it may be because the two of you are trying to match each other's energy, or the two of you are trying not to seem too eager. So there is kind of like this mind game being played that needs to stop, basically. It's not really going to lead anywhere if the two of you continue like that. I feel like one of you is going to lose interest in the other very quickly. For those of you that has to do with love, there is a sense here of you're needing to stop to ask so many people. And it's funny because it's like you need to stop asking people for direction. And what I feel about that is like you're asking people, multiple people, their opinion on what you should do on a specific situation. So you're getting, like, if you're asking 10 different people, you're getting 10 different answers, which is then causing you to even be more confused about a situation. Where if you listen when spirit is calling, regardless of the time, the answer is coming, but you are ignoring it. And that's why you still feel confused about a situation, whether it's in love, whether it's in finances. Again, these are just general energies, and I just pick up like the general energy, nothing specific. But it's like you need to stop asking for direction and sit your ass and listen when spirit is talking to you. Because again, there's nothing blocking your way. There's nothing blocking your path as far as where it is that you want to head. But there is a sense here that you're almost looking for outside validation before you go ahead and you move in a certain direction. Because then this way, if people tell you go down this way and things don't work out, you have somebody to blame. And you have to get out of that energy where there always has to be a fallback person to blame, right? At the end of the day, 100 people can tell you to go that way, and if you choose to go that way, that is your responsibility. You have to be accountable for that, right? And it's kind of like that's the kind of like the energy that you have to kind of walk away from, and you have to start taking accountabilities and knowing that regardless of whose advice you choose to take, at the end of the day, it was your choice to do something. It was your choice to go forward with something. So instead of asking everyone for advice, you know, whether it's in your finances, your career, your relationship, yourself, your spirituality, your whatever, ask Spirit. And Spirit is willing to answer, but you have to be willing to hear. You have to be willing to listen. When you hear the call, you have to be able to answer the phone and listen to what it is that Spirit is trying to tell you. And some of you are ignoring it again because you may be quote unquote busy with something else. There's something that you want to attain. There's something that you want, but you're not willing to surrender to what it is that the situation is requiring you from, right? So some of you may want to be like, let's say you're at work and you want to be a supervisor, you want to be the manager, but that's going to require you to work on a salary, and the salary may look great and everything, but that means that if one of your regular hourly paid staff doesn't show up and you don't have coverage, you have to work. So you're not just working a 40-hour week. There's weeks when you may be working 50, 60, 70 hours. And you're like, oh no, I don't want to do that. Well, if you want the position, that's what it comes with. So it's about it's about understanding that what you're asking for is going to require a certain level of commitment that you may not be ready for at this moment in time, and that's fine. But you just have to accept that it is going to require a certain level of commitment that you're going to have to do in order to attain something. We have the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Pentacles, the Four of Swords in the reverse with the Star. So what you want is within grasp. What you want is right there for you. But you are going to have to, you're going to have to commit to this, and you're going to have to step up to whatever it is that this position or this area of your life is going to require from you. Because it is going, it's like with great power comes great responsibility, and it's like you want the power, but you don't want the responsibility that comes with it, or you don't want the extra responsibility, or whatever it is. And you need to you gotta get out of that mindset, basically. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pull out an oracle card. Now this can be confirmation to the reading, your advice, or something that you're not seeing that you need to see. Prosperity lies ahead, the new moon in Taurus. So this is for you. Everything is working in your favor. You have to just go ahead and take the leap. You have to go ahead and listen to what Spirit is telling you to do. But you also have to know that as this is coming in, there is going to be more required of you when it comes to responsibility. Well, guys, that is all that I have for you for this week. As always, thank you for all your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. Thank you to all of those that have been donating. It is greatly appreciated. And if you have not liked, share, or subscribed, I encourage you to do so. It helps with growing the channel, getting the video out there for more people, as well as keeping me accountable. For personal readings, all that information can be found down below in the description. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing. Guys, take care. Mwah! Love you all. Bye-bye.